ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਉਸਤਤ ਨਿੰਦਿਆ ਨਾਹਿ ਜਹ ਕੰਚਨ ਲੋ ਸਮਾਨ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਨ ਰੇ ਮਨਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਤਾਹਿ ਤੈ ਜਾਨ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਨ ਰੇ ਮਨਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਤਾਹਿ ਤੈ ਜਾਨ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Pacha Ji in this beautiful Bani of Slok Mahalla Nauma. This is the 14th slok, and in this 14th slok, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Pacha Ji, they say to us that Ustat Nindya Nahin Jeh Kanchan Lo Saman. And the word Nindya and Ustat is mentioned in this slok, and Ustat means praise. Ustat Nindya, Nindya meaning slander. Ustat Nindya Nahin Jeh. In that place, in that avastha, in that state of mind that somebody reaches, where they are not fazed by these, where they're not affected by praise and slander, where they've gone beyond these. And what Pachaji says, that kanchan lo saman, and gold is to them alike what? Lo, meaning iron. So gold and iron is the same. Saman means the same. Kanchan lo saman. And then Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Pacha say that Kaho Nanak sun re mana. This is, oh my mind, Mukt tahe te jaan. They say, know them to be liberated. Mukt means liberated, to be free. They said those people are completely free from being shackled by living their life in that constant hope on listening to their own praise, false praise, and them being stuck in constantly praising, and then to be shackled and stuck by nindya, when constantly feeling the need to talk about other people, listening about other people from others, and constantly slandering as well themselves. So when they go beyond that, that's what it means to be liberated, that's what it means to be free, kanchan lo saman, and reaching that place as well, that where they are able to see gold and iron alike. And what that means is, Sangat Ji, to see these two to be alike is when is not being attached to gold, for example, not being caught up in wealth and always feeling and needing to chase and having great wealth in life as well. And what else that means is when you don't feel that pain when you actually lose something. So just like you would lose iron if you was to lose something or it was to get stolen, in that same way, how you would feel if then kanchan, if gold was to be lost as well. One day you had it, and then what happened, that maybe you had to sell it. Whatever happened, you're not doing as well in life in where wealth is concerned, but you don't feel any different. You feel exactly the same as when you had it. Your state of mind, you're still happy. When you had it, you was okay. When you haven't got it, you're completely the same. So Sangaji, when we look at this, kanchan lo, and that also means as well that it makes no difference to us. Sometimes we feel that we have to impress the world and look a certain way. So somebody actually may start feeling they have to impress the world in which way, where they actually have to be wearing gold and looking a certain way and showing somebody their status. But to that person where it's alike, it makes no difference to them. One day they have all of these decorations, but it wouldn't make no difference to them if the next day they didn't and they still went out and showed themselves in that way. They wouldn't feel that now somebody's going to look down at them. It makes no difference to them at all. They're completely free from all of these, completely detached. And if they went out wearing just metal iron, it makes no difference to them how people perceive them, because they're so content and they're in a place of stillness inside. So if we look at praise itself, and an amazing place to start to understand this is if we look at Guru Ram Das Ji Pacha Ji's life. When Guru Ram Das Ji Pacha Ji leaves their hometown where they were born, which today is now, which has become Pakistan, in Lahore, in Chuna Mandi. Chuna Mandi is that place where they were born. When they left at the age of 7 with their Nani Ji, and that time, that difficult time where their father had just passed away, and when they were very young, their mother had passed away, and everybody was scared, their relatives, to let them in. So they all closed their doors on this beautiful child that now had become parentless. So they didn't even put their hand out to say, we'll take you in, their relatives. But when a time came, that same Bhai Jethaji that nobody put their arm out to now is married to the daughter of Guru Amar Das Ji Sache Paatshah Ji, Bibi Bhani Ji. Bibi Bhani Ji, beautiful, so many qualities within her, so content her life was the way she lived. And she's a perfect example for somebody that actually lived up to Kanchan Lo Saman. It didn't bother her. She lived very simple, even though people would say to Guru Amar Das Ji when she got married, their daughter, that why doesn't she dress and why doesn't she wear gold and look a certain way. But Bibi Bhani Ji always completely content and told her father that for me, following your hukam and enshrining Bani in my heart is the way I actually look beautiful. Those same relatives that closed the doors on Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah Ji, they decide to come to Goindwal Sahib and to see now their nephew. Why do they want to come and see their nephew? Because they think that they're probably sitting next to Guru Amar Das Ji, who's on the throne, being a son-in-law, must be getting all these special treatments. Let's go and see him now. Because of that. So when they come, but they actually see Bhai Jethaji, they actually see who had not yet become the Guru, Guru Ramdas Ji, in service of Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji, their father-in-law. And they were actually carrying a basket with mud dripping from it because the Bauli Sahib Seva was being done at that time. And when they came from Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah Ji's own Shabad, it seems like that they must have come and shared some complete false praise towards Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah Ji. Why are they sharing this false praise? Because they're thinking he's the son-in-law and maybe we can gain something, maybe we can get something out of this as well. Maybe some wealth will come our way. Maybe a status, people will look at us as well to be the relatives of this boy who is the son-in-law of this great house, of this great king of all kings, Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji. So Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah Ji tell us this later when they become the Guru. They say, Lokan ki chatarai upama te basantar jar. What they say here is that Lokan ki chatarai. They said, when people are praising Lokan ki chatarai, upama also means praise. Ustat and Nindya. Ustat means praise and upma means praise as well. They said when people are praising, from what place? Lokan ki chatarai, from their own cleverness. So they're not coming from a pure place. They're coming from a place of cleverness. Lokan ki chutarai upama. Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah says, what I do with that false praise is because I can see their intentions. They're not praising me to say that, look how amazing you are. You're doing whatever, you're in this position now, but they could recognize that it's coming from an impure place and this is going to do nothing for me because it's completely false. It's actually, if I take it on to be, this is what I am, and if I let it attach to my ego, this is going to completely destroy me. So what I do is I take it, te basantar jar, and I completely burn it. So when we're about to praise somebody, we need to then at that point do some self-analysis. We need to have a look, where is it coming from? Bande khoj dil har roz, na fir pareshani mahe. That I won't have to get into pareshani. Pareshani means I won't have to get into this turmoil where I start to feel uneasy within my own mind if I go and search inside of myself. And this is a form of meditation as well. And then when I start searching and think, okay, I'm about to praise somebody, is it even real? Am I saying it for my own gain? Maybe it's even coming from a place of jealousy. If you really think about this, there's times we're praising someone, but we're actually jealous of them and we're actually thinking, I want to be there. But because we're afraid of them and we still want to have a certain place in their world and for the way they look at us, so we start praising them just so that we get in their good books. And look, that's not coming from a pure place. And then sometimes when we're praising someone, it's actually completely false because we want something from them as well. But then the other thing is to remember, if we actually start taking that false praise and attaching it to our ego, which is going to grow that ego, we then start living in expectation of that praise, and we start living off of that. And remember, Sangat Ji, if one day we do not receive it, look at the dangers of what can happen as well to us. Then we start doubting ourselves. Maybe I'm not good enough anymore. So we're not content anyway, and that becomes our appetite, and then that becomes our suffering as well. And remember, at the same time, if somebody is there and we're being praised, as well as my pride being increased, and I start then looking down at somebody else that does the same work as me, and I start to feel I'm better than them when if I take that to be mine, and then I start looking down at somebody else, so that then increases my pride. And then, Sangaji, what happens to them is they start to feel low and down about themselves, and they actually could start feeling a sense of jealousy as well. Look at the destruction that is caused. But remember, at the same time, if somebody's saying those words and it's coming from a false place, and then just constantly giving us that pump, it could be those same people then that start to do what? That can then start to slander us as well. And when they start to slander us, we won't be able to handle it. If we're not able to handle praise, we won't be able to handle slander as well. If somebody's slandering us, we'll completely go down. We'll be completely destroyed. There's another beautiful type of praise. When it does come from a pure place from inside somebody, that again Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah Ji tell us. Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah say, Je lok sa lahe, ta teri upama je ninde, ta chhod na jaye. This is beautiful now. Now Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah Ji is saying in this other Shabad, they're saying Je lok sa lahe, that if they're actually praising you, but it's now coming from a pure place. Meaning if they recognize a quality inside of you and saying, look at the work that you're carrying out and doing. And how is that actually Je lok salah? If salah means praise as well. That teri upama. What does it mean? That it's, oh, Waheguru Ji, it's actually your praise. It's not, we're not saying that falsely. That's not just making it up and trying to say that I want to be humble. It's not, this isn't fake humility to say that's actually God's praise. It actually is God's praise. How? Because when somebody is seeing compassion in you, it means they've found and they've had a glimpse of an experience of compassion inside of themselves. And compassion is the form of God. So they're looking through the eyes of compassion, and they can see that compassion inside of you, because we're only able to recognize and have that reflection of what we've experienced inside of us, and then recognizing compassion. If compassion is God, who is that the praise of? That is the praise of God. Je lok sa lahe, tan teri upama, je ninde, tan chhod na jayi. And then if somebody slanders me, when I'm in that state, then I don't give you up. I don't run away from you as well. So now looking at slander, Sangat Ji. So hopefully this can make us reflect deeper within our own lives in recognizing what praise is now and where it may come from, and then where it's pure as well. But don't forget to give positive recognition to someone, and don't ever give anyone false praise where you're praising them about something where they're not yet, and then actually that might not be encouraging to them at all, because they're having to then feel that they're having to live up to that expectation. Nindya, the definition of Nindya is, Sangat Ji, when somebody is saying something about someone and it isn't true, and it could be coming from quite a malicious place, and wanting to look better and putting somebody else down. This all comes from duality, all comes from home, when we see we're not experiencing that oneness and we want to put somebody else down. So then it comes from that pride, looking down at someone, making somebody else seem bad as well. But what does it mean not to be touched by slander? Not to be touched by slander is somebody like Bhagat Kabir Ji. Bhagat Kabir Ji say, Nindo, Nindo, Moko, Lok Nindo. And sometimes we may read a shabad like this where Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying that slander me, O people of this world, slander me. And it's not Bhagat Kabir Ji being sarcastic. And in Gurbani, Guru Sahib Ji tell us that asank nindak sar karhe par, that there's countless people out there that are slandering and they're putting immense abundance of weight on their head. So if somebody's putting weight on their head by slandering, then would Bhagat Kabir Ji actually want that for somebody? Of course not. He's a parupakari. He wants the best for people. He wants to improve people's lives. So he's not going to go out there and say, yeah, go and look, slander me because I know it's going to destroy you and it's going to actually benefit me. How is it going to benefit us if we're being slandered? That's what we need to look at. What does it mean to be beyond it? But Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying, Nindo, nindo, moko, log nindo. Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying, look, slander me if you want, but be aware as well. And what he means by this is that I'm actually okay by it and I'm going to embrace it as something positive for myself. I'm going to take it to be something positive. How can you take slander to be positive? If you've heard that somebody has been saying something about you and it's not necessarily true and it's going around now. It's not true and it's going around about you. For one, to be beyond, it means that you take ustad. Remember praise? When somebody praises you, normally we go right up there. When somebody slanders us, we go right down there. But it means to be beyond, be in the middle. We react to it the same. But then this shabad is amazing. Nindo nindo moko log nindo. Ninda janko khari pyari. Jan means servant. He says, you know, that one that's truly become a servant of God, Ninda janko khari pyari. Khari means so immense. Pyari means beloved. That slander becomes it's so beloved to them. So much. What does this mean? To this point, Bhagat Kabir Ji says that Ninda Baap, Ninda Mehtari. That Ninda is my father. Ninda is my mother. Baap means father and Mehtari means mother. How can slander become your father and mother? And then why is he saying it's okay that I'm going to actually take this to be positive? It means because what does a mother and father do for a child? A mother and father always want the best for their child. They want to care for their child. They help their child to grow and to fill themselves with qualities. So this is what somebody does that is beloved to God, and how they beyond it. It means now they take that slander, they listen to it, and they actually start reflecting on themselves. They start thinking, okay, this might be false what they're saying, but let me check inside of myself. Is there any truth in it? Even from what they are saying, is there any way that I can improve myself? So again, that self-analysis will kick in. That bande khoj dil har roz. They will start to search deep inside because na fir pareshani mahe. They won't have to get into any anxieties. They'll start to think, okay, if they're saying this about me, I'm going to take this to be my father and mother, and let's have a look what I have got inside of me. So if they are ogan, if there are things that I need to improve because of where this is coming from, might not be the absolute truth, but I still might need many improvements where I actually might keep bad thoughts in my mind about someone, or whatever it might be. I might have a certain habit that I still need improving on, where maybe I speak back to my parents. And this is where this all started from. They're talking about how I speak to my parents. Then it actually helps. It becomes my parent. This slander does. It makes me look deep inside, and then it helps me to get closer to qualities inside of me. Then where does it take us? Ninda hue ta baikunt jaiye. Baikunt, heaven, but we're going to translate it to a place of peace, place of qualities and good qualities. And because I've started to now tackle and go deeper inside of myself and live in more awareness and improve my lifestyle, and coming away from those little shortcomings I had, now I'm starting to live in a place of peace, because now I'm practicing more qualities. So now I'm in a heavenly place. Naam Padarat. It's helping me to connect with the Naam even more. And it's helping me to see how connected to Akal Purkha I am. If it's affecting me, it can help me to rip away the layers of home. Because remember, if I let slander affect me and it's not true, what is it that's getting hurt? It's a layer of the I where I think that how dare he say that to me, because I am such and such. I am a kathavachik, I'm a pracharik, I'm a sant. How dare they say that to me? I'm ahead of my department. They can't get away with saying that to me. And it helps to remove that, because when I move that whole mate away and to say actually it's just my ego getting hurt, and then they're actually helping me to live in a more peaceful place. Naam Padarth, it helps me to connect to God even deeper. But then this says Hriday Sud. That Hriday means my heart. If my heart is pure, I won't backbite back at them. But if my heart is pure, Hriday Sud jo ninda hue, if I'm able to, once this slander is happening to me, if I'm coming from a pure place, I'm able to then actually go and become and improve myself and become an even better person by removing layers of ego, by finding qualities, improving the things I need to improve on further, and then hamre kapde nindak toye. In this way, they are helping me to actually wash those clothes, those things that were dirty inside of me. Like I said, it could be that I've had a habit of arguing and getting frustrated and angry with my partner or my father or whoever it may be. And because of what they said, it helped me, even though it wasn't the absolute truth, to look deeper and to start improving those things. So they're helping me to wash my mind from these things away. So then who do they become for me? Ninda kare so hamra meet. They become my best friend. And I'm not happy for them because they're having to take on weight on their head. We'll look at what that means. I'm not happy. It's not that I'm happy for them that they're taking weight on their head, but I'm seeing them as a friend, because normally we turn those into our enemies. We have to then seek revenge of when we find out somebody's talking about us. But instead, a true one that is beyond this and that is living in peace is the one that takes them as a friend, is saying, thank you, you've allowed me to search, you've allowed me to contemplate and think about my own life and how I need to improve it further. The truth is, the one that is slandering will have to take on weight. When we're telling lies about someone, or even if we might think it's the truth about somebody, but we're speaking in that way about someone, there's always that fear in our mind. How about if they find out? Would we be able to say that exactly to them? If it starts to spread and we start to realize it wasn't the absolute truth and actually it was like this, it will start becoming this huge burden on our head and it will start weighing us down. It won't let us concentrate. Even when we sit down to try and do something positive and bhakti, it'll actually keep coming back on our head. In that way, it weighs us down and doesn't let us focus. And that's why Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pachi said, when I wanted to experience peace and experience you, Vaheguru Ji, then the first thing was to prathame chhod parai ninda, is to let go of slandering others, was the first step I had to take in the spiritual path. And then utar gayi sab man ki chinda, and it helped me to actually release all these anxieties in my mind. Think about it yourself, Sangaji. How many times have you been in that position when I know that it's happened to me so many times, when you end up talking about someone and you think, I should not have done that. I should not have said that. And you start feeling bad. And you start thinking that instead, you know what? That Bhagat Friji saying that Frida Bure da Palakar, even if they have got some sort of shortcomings, instead, shouldn't it be that I should be trying to help them? The Guru says, Kahe Poot, Chagdat ho sang baap, Jinke jane, Badire tum ho, Tinsyo chagdat paap. Guru Sahib Ji says it's a paap, it's a sin to argue with your parents. So we shouldn't shy away from these words such like sin. So somebody is like that, is doing something like that, instead of talking to, doesn't it mean that their layers and that they must be suffering if they are living like this? So it doesn't mean that they are happy. If somebody's living a certain way, that means they're suffering. So we instead, to be on a spiritual path means we actually want to help them to get out of it. Not instead to talk about them and make ourselves look better and make them look even worse in other people's eyes. Going beyond false praise and slander is the only way to do it, because it is only going to weigh us down otherwise. And look at how to receive it and make this into a training. The next time we hear that we've been slandered, instead of getting annoyed with them, yes, there might be practical things that may need to be put into place if somebody's spreading lies about us. So that is separate. The practical steps that need to be taken, that person with compassion and love needs to be explained to what they are doing, that is, it's incorrect information that they are spreading, and whether we can do that directly or through somebody with love and compassion. But otherwise, let it become a reflection for ourselves so that we can improve our lives. Let it become our mother and father. Let it become beloved to us, that it is teaching us and taking us to a deeper place. Usta nindya na hai. Imagine being there. Kanchan lo saman. Where that place, where we go beyond it, we take it as a gift, and we restrain from false praise and always live in the praise of God, not living constantly in feeling we're having to constantly give praises to our partner and then they're expecting it and then getting to a right mess. But that's what it means. What a beautiful life that would be, to be free from the burden of those shackles of false praise and slander, and getting caught up in luxuries of life like gold and then living out of fear of losing it. So, Gursikh Pyare, hopefully we can all be blessed to walk on this beautiful journey and find that liberation. Forgive me for my mistakes. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.